The long and short of it is that there was no basis for the investigation that the president was pursuing and pushing. None. He was doing it only for his own political benefit. Senators, it's obvious, because President Trump wanted to hurt Vice President Biden's candidacy and help himself politically. He pushed for an investigation in 2019 because that's when it would be valuable to him, President Trump. He pushed for it when it started to become clear that Vice President Biden could beat him, and he had good reason to be concerned. Let's look at the slide about some polls. Throughout the scheme, polling had consistently shown the former vice president handily beating President Trump by significant margins in head-to-head matchups. It is not difficult to see why the investigation of the Bidens would be helpful to President Trump. The mere announcement of such an investigation would immediately tarnish the former vice president's reputation by embroiling him and his son in a foreign criminal investigation, even if the charges were never pursued, just the mere announcement. And if a foreign country announced a formal investigation into those allegations, it would give allegations against the Bidens an air of credibility and could carry through the election. It wasn't until Biden began beating him in the polls that he called for the investigation. The president asked Ukraine for this investigation for one reason and one reason only, because he knew it would be damaging to an opponent who was consistently beating him in the polls, and therefore it could help him get reelected in 2020. President Trump had the motive, he had the opportunity, and the means to commit this abuse of power.